Okay, question 89. 89. What we have here is an interesting sort of, it actually can be quite okay if you really just maybe slow down a little to look at it. It's a topic I would ask you to do a review on, but not, like I say, it can be quite all right. What we have here is that you have a process where you have, so far, you're starting the day and you have 250 units of partially finished goods. So they are 100% finished for materials, and you have to want to keep it that way. And then there's conversion. So you can say, when I say conversion, you can think labor. And so far you've spent 53,800 on materials, and you've spent 42,000 on labor. Now, and overheads or whatever. Now, what's happened is that you've started working the next day, and you're making some more units, right? So it now says that when you go into the next period, which is, if you could call period 2, the next day, you've now completed 3,200 units. So we've made some more units in effect, right? So which is really the difference. So you've made another 2,950 units in some capacity, whether or not the point is, because that's the only way you're going to get to 3,200, right? You've made that. But that's not so much the point. The point is that you've invested and you've spent another 135,000 pounds making these units. But this 98,800, in this cost, you would have spent bringing the partially finished goods with regards the 250 units to completion first, and then finished making the 2,950. The point is that you have, the question is telling you have clearly completed output of 3,200 for both materials and labor. So in effect, your total cost, if you like, for materials will be, because they're asking you to use the AFCO method, which is pretty much mix them up together, which is very much adding all this together and adding all this together. So if you add these together, which is materials, let's focus on materials because that's what the question is really asking you to do. Do these individually, plus 135,000. You have 18880, and then you have 42,000 plus 98,800, which is 140,800. So we have made 3,200 units is the issue, right? And so I can find what the equivalent is per unit by just dividing, because I'm basically saying I've made 3,000. These completed outputs will include, of course, the opening work in progress. I just made some more, right? These were work in progress. So now I've completed these units. Right? So in the completed output includes these 250 units is the point, right? That's the way to think about this. And that's what they're telling us, that you have your closing inventory. Here we are. And so if I do that, so divide that by the 3,200. If I do this first, you will get, if you do this one, you'll get 44, right? And if you do 1,888,000 divided by 3,200, you will get 59. You'll get 59. And to a certain extent, I think we have to do these on demand. I think it's important to do them, and we keep doing them as we see them. And I would advise to read upon the chapter again, but do the questions as you see them. Okay, great stuff.